Hey guys, Dwayne here. Today I want to talk a little bit about fear tactics that are used by narcissists and how it impacts us and what we can do about it. So in this video I want to talk a little bit about how they use fear against us to get what they want, what they're really trying to accomplish, and I want to talk a little bit about methods to cope with that fear and what to do, what to do with it and how to respond to it. Okay, so the first thing is how they use fear against us. Well, right off the bat, a narcissist know who we are, right? They have spent all this time studying us, mirroring what we want emotionally back, but they've also been watching us, and they know, we trusted them. So we have been open with them, right? If you're in a relationship with somebody, you are going to be open with them, and you are going to be honest and share information. So they know specifically how to target our fears, what's important to us, and how to deal with it. I mean, okay, so the targets are like your kids, right? They can target, you're never going to see your kids again. You're not going to get access. We're going to move states. We're going to do, I am, that they're going to move. They're going to make sure that you only get to see them every other weekend or supervised visits or whatever. Next thing they can target is your employment. They can threaten to cause problems with your job and try to get you to lose your job. They can go after possessions. If there's anything that they know that's important to you, they'll probably bring it up. They'll probably, start targeting things that they know or that they think is really important to you to try to get control over you. And the last thing, and I think this one is really devastating, is when they take your private past, intimate details, and everybody has, whenever you're with somebody and you trust them and you love them and you have a strong relationship with them, or so you think, you share things, right? They know your deep, dark secrets, and they can also utilize that to try to instill fear in you during this process. And the process is from, separation to divorce and beyond, right? Okay, so what are they really trying to accomplish when they do this? Okay, because initially you're going to be really confused, you're going to be scared, you're going to be, emotionally dysregulated, and you're going to be paralyzed in fear, right? And that's what they're trying to do. They will try to use this fear to paralyze you from action. They're trying to make it to where you can't think straight, and it gives them an advantage when all this is going on. So they can also make threats of possible outcomes. Like I mentioned before, they could say, you're never going to get to see the kids again. You're gonna get fired from your job because I'm gonna tell them how corrupt or evil or whatever that they can try to do, and they're all trying to do. It's all about getting control and to emotionally dysregulate you, for emotional dysregulation, to get control, to be able to control your emotions and give them an advantage, right? So what they are doing is they're keeping us stressed and worried, so we're making emotional decisions. We're not making rational decisions, we're making emotional decisions. You feel like you're being threatened, so you have to pounce. You have to go in, and fight that and try to counteract what they're saying or what they're doing, or trying to disprove what they're trying to say, or what they're trying to trigger you on with your fear. So, and basically it gives them the advantage because you're not thinking clearly. The next thing is they're trying to break you, right? They're trying to just break you to where you just want to give up. That it's just like, I can't deal with this anymore. I tap the mat, you win. Because if you give up, then it makes it easy for them. Then they get everything that they want. If they want the kids, they get the kids. If they want all your money, they get all your money. And the thing is, I've known a lot of men and guy friends of mine who they get to that point. They're just like, you know what? I want this out of my hair. I don't care. I'll give them whatever they want, and they walk away. Now, some of these guys don't have kids, and they're walking away from possessions and money. And part of that is I think it's an attempt by the target in this case to say, you know what, you don't own me, I don't care, none of this stuff means anything to me. It's a little harder whenever this stuff does mean something to you, whenever it's your kids, and you do want to fight, and you do want to, I mean, you're not just going to give in to it, right? But it's incredibly scary. I mean, it's incredibly intimidating and frustrating, and you just really don't know, you know, what end is up. And that's what they're trying to do. That's what they are trying to do. They are trying to get you so emotionally out of control to where you are, again, you're making emotional decisions, you're not thinking straight, and ultimately they're hoping that you'll just break and back down. Now, the problem with dealing with people like this is they have an amazing amount of stamina to continue this. Typically, the only way they start to back off is whenever their mask starts slipping and they start to be exposed. And when that starts happening, then typically they will back off because they don't want to risk being exposed. Okay, so then that rolls into methodologies of how to actually cope whenever you're dealing with this and you're in the midst of it, right? Okay, first thing is understand this is a tactic. This is a tactic that they are using to try to control you. If you can accept that, or take a step back, take a pause and realize that, then it gives some of the power back to you, because you realize that it's based in their mentality of trying to control you. Okay, so now and the next thing is, although their outcomes could be true, right? You know, you could lose complete access to your kids. You could lose all your stuff. You could lose your retirement accounts. You can lose, you know, money and whatever is important to you. If you have some prized, you know, item that they're threatening, there's a potential that you could lose it. Okay, but more than likely, those outcomes aren't really reasonable. Right? If you have an attorney, try to talk to an attorney and get their feed on it. I mean, they'll probably tell you that there is a risk, because there always is a risk when you go to court. But, you know, try to make a rational look at it and realize that the narcissist is actually trying to blow out of proportion the potential to make you scared, to make you confused, and to basically make you make bad decisions. Now think about it. They live in this environment, so they're really good at it. So that's how they are able to, in court and other important meetings, you know, parent-teacher meetings, you know, whatever, all the different instances where you've had interactions with them, where they come across as completely normal, fine, and you're the one who's crazy. And that's what they're trying to do. So the bottom line is, you have to make peace with the outcome and work to remove emotions from the equation. I guess what I'm saying by that is you know, you have to accept that, you know, there's a potential that something bad can really happen, and just make your peace with it, and don't allow your emotions to control you. You know, that is the most important thing on this, because that's what they're doing. They are messing with your emotions to get an advantage, to make you scared, to make you freaked out, to make you lose sleep, to do all those things. And they're not even there, right? I mean, you're not even with them anymore, and they're still able to control your emotions. So take the power back. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you have some comments or situations where you've had to deal with the fear tactics, and maybe you have some techniques that you've used to help you deal with it, put them in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give it a thumbs down. And if you like my channel, please subscribe. And I will talk to you guys on the next video. So take care. Bye.